Hey, what's up guys, in this video we're going to talk about error types in JavaScript. There are few of the important error types that we should know about, so let's talk about them one by one. So for this we're going to create one try block, and after that we're going to have one catch block with the error parameter. So first of all, let's talk about the range error. So the range error in JavaScript occurs when a numeric value is outside of the allowed range. Like an example, if we create one array, so we're gonna write new array, and here if we pass one invalid length like -1, so now this is one error because array length cannot be in negative. So this will throw one error, and the error will be caught in the error object. So if we console error.name, so you can see the name is range error, and if we print message, so the name is range error and the message is invalid array length. So clearly the negative length is throwing this range error. So next we are going to talk about the reference error. So the reference error is thrown when we try to use a variable that has not been declared. Like an example, if we write let x equal y plus 1. So here y is not defined in the code and we are trying to access the value of y. Because of this will throw one reference error, and you can see here is the reference error and the message is y is not defined. And next we have the syntax error. So this is one of the most common error that we face in the code. So the syntax error is thrown when we try to evaluate code with a syntax error. So for this we're gonna write code with some syntax error inside the try block. So we're gonna write eval. So this is a evaluation function that takes one string of JavaScript and it will execute the JavaScript. So inside that we're gonna pass one string, and it is just gonna simply alert with the message JavaScript. So you can see we are getting alert, but if we intentionally remove one quotation, so now this is throwing one error, and here you can see the message syntax error because we have removed one quotation. So that's why it is throwing this syntax error and the message is invalid or unexpected token. And next we have the type error. So a type error occurs when an operation is performed on a value that is not of the expected data type. Like an example, if we create one object with the null reference, and then if we try to access object dot property, so here the object has no property at all, and then certainly we are trying to access the prop. So because of this is one type error. So it will throw this type error and the message is cannot read properties of null. Similarly also we can have another example, like we have one variable x and then we try to call it as a function, and the message is x is not a function. So clearly x is not a function, this is one variable and we are trying to call this as a function. So that's why it is definitely throwing that as a type error. And next we have the URI error. So URI, also known as Uniform Resource Identifier. So a URI error in JavaScript occurs when there is issues with encoding and decoding URIs. Like an example, we can use the decode URI function, and then inside if we put some invalid URIs, so this is one invalid URI and that's why it is throwing this URI error and the message is URI malformed. So these are all the common errors that we face in our JavaScript code. So we can use the try catch block to handle those errors properly. So hope you understand the concept. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.